Okay guys, I just finished packing over here. I just gotta zip it up like it's all good. And so yeah, I'll be going up to Nova soon for Kate's welcoming party. But wear swim shorts, you can go swimming.
Yeah. I mean, I will bring swim shorts.
Good.
Okay.
Alright, I'm turning off this light.
Yeah.
Do not drink Diet Coke for breakfast.
Can I help you?
What? I'm blurging.
You're word?
I'm blurging.
You're lurging?
Blurging.
You're lurging?
You're blurging. $17. My breakfast. Oatmeal with a chai tea latte. What's my name on it? So there's been a slight change of plans. Because my layover was so long, they weren't able to check my bag in like all the way to China. So I would have had to recheck everything in once I got to Detroit. So the ladies at the Delta checked baggage area in the Reagan Airport were nice enough to get it so that I didn't have to do that, so I could just pick my bags up in China. But the only problem is now is my flight got pushed back to 9:45, so I'm stuck in the Reagan Airport for a little bit longer than I thought I was going to. Oh my god guys, the Reagan Airport has a gender-neutral bathroom and I'm literally the most excited ever because I don't have a bra on because it's unsafe for you to buy for more than 8 to 10 hours. So don't do that. It's Detroit. Kind of. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm going to China as kind of like a post-graduation trip slash like meeting up with Johnny, my boyfriend, and we're going to just be traveling around together, seeing China. We're also going to go to Korea and Vietnam for both of them. The reason why we're doing that is visa actually ends on August 1st, so we decided to make the most of our time there. So I'll land there the morning of July 7th, that's Saturday. Yeah, I'll be staying there in China until July 30th. And then we'll go to Korea and Vietnam, so I'll come back to the States in August 17th. What I was excited for, food is definitely a big thing. We'll do Kunming, then Xi'an, which is the old capital of China, and Shanghai and Beijing. So they all have like their regional foods. Like Xi'an has the Gangnam, Shanghai has Xiaolongbao. I'm super excited for that. I don't even plan a trip to China. Do it months ahead of time because you do need a visa. There are a lot of services that offer for them to basically, once you fill out the paperwork, they go to the embassy for you and fill it out because there are ridiculously long lines, and on top of the long line, it's like you have to meet with the consulate, and there's like they like go through everything with you and stuff like that, and then you have to wait like 5 to 7 business days, and then they give it back to you. So for me, I would have to taken basically a week off of work just to go to DC and do that, basically crash on someone's couch for a week. So that's something I did not want to do. Service, I'll here, and I'll put it in the link below. There's a service fee if you use a service, and there's also a fee to just go to the embassy and see the consulate. So altogether, with shipping and everything was about $300, which honestly like isn't too bad, I think, because that equates to about a week of time. And they did everything wonderfully. They communicated everything with me, every single step. I'd actually missed a form or a page on the form of paperwork, and they got to me saying,
"Hey, you notice it's missing. You need to fill it out."
So I sent it to them, and everything was great. So once you get your visa, next step, what I advise you to do is to not book an Airbnb unless you're staying in 1 or 2 regions for a long period of time. Because when you are in China and you are a foreigner, not only for your visa, you have to submit your flight information and where you're staying, but you also have to submit where you are staying to the local public security bureau of every single region. So for Johnny and I, because we were going to essentially 4 different cities for the embassy, we would have to go to the public security bureau of every single city and register with them. But essentially that's like going to the DMV 4 separate times and essentially wasting half a day at that. It's also not on foreigners to do it for you, it's on the host. So if the host, all our hosts said they couldn't do it for us. One host actually just said, "Here's the paperwork, you can do it yourself, or you don't have to." And I'm just like, it's the law. You have to, or else you get blacklisted. I'm not kidding, you get blacklisted in China. We literally booked our Airbnbs 2 months in advance. We canceled all of them a few weeks ago, and we went ahead and booked hotels. Hotels and hostels will register you for you. They have an automatic system, so when you check in, you have to bring your passport, you check in, and then through their system, you're automatically registered with the Public Security Bureau. That's the simplest and easiest thing to do. And honestly, if you look hard enough, they're the exact same price as an Airbnb. So, because hotels and hostels are super cheap. Usually hostels are like dorm style, so they're essentially like 6 or 8 beds in one room. You guys share a bathroom and stuff. Those are like the cheapest. If you were just traveling by yourself or you and a friend, then like go for a hostel. They literally go for something for like $20 or less a night. Usually like more like $15 a night. Of course, always look at the ratings. In our case, some hostels do have private rooms, which we got because usually hostels are cheaper. But if they didn't, then we got hotels. And honestly, for like 10 or $15 more a night, we got like, you know, big bed, you get air conditioning, you get like, you know, full service and everything like that. So I think it's a pretty good deal, but if you're really on a budget, go for hostels. Another good tip I got for finding things to do in China is looking on WikiTravels. It's like a community-based like site where like you can input everything on about a city. I'll also link it right here. Flight, I would very much recommend Google Flights. Google Flights will give you the cheapest tickets. I got tickets for China, Korea, Vietnam, back for essentially under $1,900, which I think is fantastic, because otherwise I would have had to pay way over $2,000. And so yeah, basically Google Flights will get you the cheapest flights. They usually be very early in the morning and very weirdly timed. So like I had to get up at 3 a.m. today to make sure I got everything together and check myself in. And even then I still forgot some stuff. But yeah, thanks again for letting me stay. Thanks, Alan McKenzie. If you're traveling with someone, Google Flights usually might use a third party to book your tickets. In that case, you have to go in and email them to make sure that you can pick your seat, so you can sit together with like your friend or like your partner or like whoever you're going with, parents. So yeah, that's the only thing. But usually Google Flights, what they do is that they don't use a third party. They usually lead you to the specific site. So like for Delta, which I'm flying with to China, it like led me to the Delta site, and I booked it there and booked my seat and stuff like that. Get aisle seats, get leg room, get access to the bathroom without having to like awkwardly hop over someone and like, you know, suddenly learn how to do parkour. Oh, use Booking.com for hotels and hostels. Apparently a lot of Chinese people use that too, which at least for me tells me that like it's pretty reliable in China. Yeah, use Booking.com instead of Airbnb. If you want to use a visa service, if not, if you live closer to DC than I do, for your visa, and then Google Flights for flights. yeah, after that, with the travels, everything else. If not, Google and TripAdvisor usually have some good things. Just do everything like months in advance. Like as soon as you have the idea to have a trip for a certain date, start everything. Look into everything. Look how to book flights. Look how to the best way to book like where you're gonna stay, and then see if you need a visa or not. Like for Vietnam, you need a visa. I didn't know that. Luckily, they have an e-visa process, and that's like really short. It's like 3 days, and then I'm done. So that's pretty simple. So, alright, moving to more like LGBT trans things. One question was, do you know what the attitudes of the Chinese are towards trans people, and what do I expect? So I've never been to China. I don't expect a lot of open arms, warm, fuzzy feelings inside. Yeah. I'm trying my best to pass as a male. I've been doing it pretty successfully. Like I've used the men's room almost consistently now. That's like all I've used because even today I didn't wear a binder at like the check-in. I was gendered as like a guy, and I was like,
Oh, okay. You have my passport right there. Okay.
and it was great because actually the person who was checking in at Reagan didn't use like, oh, Mr. Kim or Mrs. Kim. They used passenger Kim, and I was like, wow, that's a great in between for me at least, since non-binary. So it's like that was really nice of them, and I wish I could really show my appreciation without being like, oh, you're so wonderful. But yeah, I don't expect much. If anything, I expect them to be actually really transphobic. Since it's not a big thing in China. Obviously, support towards the LGBT community is becoming a bigger thing, but I don't expect much at all. I don't plan on telling anyone. I'm just gonna be doing my best to pass as a guy. Use a men's room, kind of deepen my voice. Although honestly, like I've been using like this level of voice, and I've been doing fine. Like I gendered as a guy, which is like kind of weird. So yeah, take a short break because my arm is hurting, and then I'll answer all of Professor David's questions. He's sent me like 50. Yeah.